a sales job.
Act as if.
Yeah, act as if.
Very
Could you explain
important.
that?
Yeah, acting as if is already having that vision that you've already made it.
Yeah.
Having that vision that you're already on stage at a bodybuilding show and winning. Having that vision that you're the top sales guy at your job.
Yeah.
You know, having the vision that you're the best. And that's important.
When it comes to fitness, it's like
That's
having
important.
the vision that you're already fit.
Yeah, you're
Having the vision that you're already clean.
Yes, having the vision that, oh man, I'm eating clean. I'm gonna look good. Man, in 3 months, I'm gonna look amazing.
Yeah.
Having that vision, like, I'm not gonna cheat on my meal. I'm gonna do my thing. I'm this and that. It's very important to act as if in life in a whole.
Yeah.
Because you start to see the future in a way.
Yeah.
And it's very powerful. I mean, a lot of people can't do that, you know, and a lot of people can, but a lot of people really can't. But it's the mindset.
Yeah.
It's the mindset of not letting nothing get in the way of what you want.
Well, it's time for a change now.
No hesitation. Tune in, yo. Ace's motivation. It's all about your will. When your enemy is weak, go for the kill.
Welcome, sir.
Cheers, my brother. Thank you for having me.
Yes,
man.
sir. Haas has been an old friend of mine for a long time.
Pleasure, man.
And we actually grew up together. We went on spring break together in what?
2010?
No, earlier than that.
2008?
2008. I think we got my brother's Tahoe. We drove down to Panama City, Florida, from Michigan.
Yeah.
It was about an 18-hour drive, and we had like 8 people in that truck.
Remember we put the wrong gas in the truck?
Yeah, it was an adventure. And Haas was a pretty skinny guy at that time, and he became a bodybuilder over the years. And I was looking at pictures of him, you know, on Instagram and Facebook, and this guy, I mean, shredded to the core. So congratulations
Thank
on
you,
that.
brother.
So we wanted to bring him on the show today to talk about, you know, mastering your fitness and
right.
how we came about. So why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, so, you know, started working out about 15, 16 years old. Still wasn't eating, you know, was a skinny kid, 150 pounds wet, if that. So then just kept it going, kept training, kept doing my thing. And then about when I was 22 years old, something switched. And it was my food. So I started eating like crazy. Started eating a lot of food, started training heavier. I'd watch videos of these people training and bodybuilding and motivation. And then as the years went by, I got bigger every year, I got stronger, you know, and it just trickled down to me becoming a bodybuilder and hitting the national stage. You know, I never ever thought I would get to that point, but I just kept with it. It was consistency, and that consistency really helped me.
Yeah. How many times did you compete?
So I competed in 4 shows. 2 of them were national shows. We could have competed for more, but I like to have a life as well with bodybuilding. A lot of bodybuilders, they train, eat, and compete. You know, you need a balance.
Yeah.
So I take an off season, I spend it with my family, I spend it with people, because by the time you're bodybuilding, it's a different world.
Yeah.
For 16 weeks, you're alienated from the world, and all you're doing is training, eating, and sleeping.
Yeah.
And working, for that matter.
Yeah.
So I would like to take that break, really, and just kind of enjoy life a little bit, enjoy my family, and not have to worry about, well, what time is it I have to eat, or I got to go train for 2 hours, I got to do cardio for an hour. So balance is really, really important in the sport.
Cool.
Yeah.
And you were pretty skinny before you started. You know, you said how many years ago?
You know, I started working out when I was 15, so I'm 28 now. And
when would you say you went from skinny Haas Boussi to muscular Haas Boussi? What year?
Man, good question. I want to say I was 24 years old.
Okay. And what changed if you were working out from 15 to 24? Because people listening, I know that not everybody's a bodybuilder listening, but I just want people to learn how to commit to fitness in general and how to just, you know, make a change and transformation in their own body. What was the switch for you that made you, you know, masculine over a year or two when you were working out for 5-6 years before and you weren't getting those results?
So I started looking at the top guys. So I would start researching all these guys that are big, and, you know, social media got big around that time, right?
Yeah.
So I started researching, like, what do these guys do, how they eat, how they train, right? I'm like, I can't just keep doing this. It's like running in a circle. So then I started researching the top guys. And they were eating like 10 meals a day. They were training like 2 hours a day. They were doing cardio, keep their metabolism going. I'm like, then that's what I should be doing. So I started eating and I started incorporating more protein in my diet. I started training harder, and then once I started doing that, instantly I started seeing results. And when you start seeing results, that's when you really kick it up a notch, right? And it's really hard to be motivated without results.
Yeah.
I tell people, like, you need to train hard to get those results, to get that motivation. So that's when it really kicked on. I started researching what I got to do, and I started eating more.
Yeah.
Started training harder, and it was consistent. It wasn't one day I was eating 4 meals. It wasn't one day I was eating 5 meals. Every day was 6 meals. I was eating 6 meals. I was training. I was working. If I wasn't doing that, I was home. And, you know, on the weekends, we all like to go out and do all that stuff. But I was very, very disciplined on my food. I think that's what turned things around for me.
So once you started focusing on more meals, more protein, incorporating those into your diet, before you weren't really focused on your diet, you were just working out.
Yeah.
And when you started focusing on your diet and incorporating those proteins, you've seen the results. And once you've seen the results, you got addicted to it, and you just kept it going.
Yes, 100%. I tell everybody, you know, if it's important to you, and people tell me, oh, I can't eat those 6 meals. I can't train that long. Yes, you can. It just needs to be important to you. You have to make it as a goal.
Yeah.
If it's something that, you know, you want to look good, you want to, and it could be anything, whether it's you want to look good on the beach, or you want to be healthy, you want to impress a girl, whatever it is, you want to become a bodybuilder, whatever your motivation is, that you should base it off of that. You know, and if you're motivated enough, you're going to eat those 6 meals, and you're going to train hard.
Yeah. So you're saying connect your training to your purpose, connect it to a bigger goal.
To your why.
Yeah, to your why. What if you don't want to be a bodybuilder? And like for me, like when it comes to fitness, I want to look in the mirror and just look good. And being healthy and looking good makes me feel good. And that's as deep as I go as far as my goal for fitness and health. How do you suggest that I incorporate that more into my life? Because there are times where I cheat, or I sleep in, or I don't go consistently in the gym. And I was telling you that I was in Cancun 2 weeks ago for about 7 days, and my diet was impeccable. The workouts were every single day. I felt like I was on top of the world. I felt like I was at my peak, and as soon as I got on that plane and came back here, it felt like everything went back to normal.
Start over,
And I was like, damn, you know, like, so there's a couple differences, right? When I was in Cancun and I was here, one of them was the environment, and the second one that I thought was, you know, from all the reading I do, is the willpower. I thought I had a lot of willpower in Cancun because I didn't have work. I didn't have a lot of decisions to make. So making a decision to work out or eat clean is very easy because you're not making a lot of other decisions throughout the day. When you come back here, and then there's a stressful career, and there's family, and there's relationship, and there's friends, and then you make 1,000 decisions, and at night it's like you gotta go to the gym. It's like it's easier to say no. So that's what I tied it into. So I'm sure in your life you've had times where, you know, you weren't in Cancun, you weren't on a vacation when you were working out. So, I mean, were there times in your life where you had so much shit go on throughout a day, or something just hit you sideways, and like you're like, I don't want to train, or I don't train, or
all the time. Okay. All the time. That happens to me all the time. And a lot of people, like, they see me and they see the results, like, oh my god, like, man, what'd you do? I'm like, you know, and they think I don't cheat on my, you know, cheat on my diet. They think I don't have slumps. They think I do cardio every day. That's not the case at all. The thing is, the most important thing, and I tell everybody this, is preparation. And that's with anything, right? With work, whatever, you need to be prepared. Preparation is key when it comes to dieting, when it comes to training. You need to be prepared. Your food has to be made. Your food has to be with you at all times. You need to be eating every 3 hours, 2.5 to 3 hours, no matter what. Babies eat every 2.5 to 3 hours because they need to grow. Same thing with us. When your body is at 100, your metabolism is just going. That eating 2.5 to 3 hours, those small portions of meals, those high protein meals, is what really takes you to the next level, right? That's how we need to prepare. Your day should be, you should live by your calendar. You should live by a schedule. You should go by that. Do not deviate from the plan. So I would literally map out my day. And I would map out my meals each time. And I would have an alarm for every meal. So I'd wake up at an alarm, 6 a.m., do my hour cardio, 30 minutes, whatever it was at the time. And that's just me not even competing. Do my cardio, go down, have breakfast, go to work. Go to work, I have my meals with me. Alarm goes off, whatever I'm doing, I stop, I eat. Sometimes, things get in the way. I might eat 30, 45 minutes after, but that's fine.
Yeah.
I'll eat my meal. And once I eat my meal, my next alarm goes, I go throughout my day, I finish work, I come home, straight to the gym. Sometimes I'll even come home because, when people come home, they want to sleep and they want to chill. Yeah. I don't even go to the house. I have my gym bag with me sometimes. Yeah. I go to the gym, straight to the gym. While I still have my adrenaline from work, I'm doing my thing, whatever. I go to the gym, I get my workout in.
Yeah.
By that time, you're dead tired.
Yeah.
By that time, you're at your 5th, 6th meal of the day. You eat, and then that's it. You sleep. So I live by my calendar, and a lot of people, they're not prepared. They want to go through life just winging it. You can't do that.
Yeah.
Especially if you're trying to reach a goal.
Yeah.
We can't work, spend time with our family, train, diet, eat all that food, and not be prepared and not have a schedule.
Yeah.
It's just impossible.
Yeah. So you're saying through all the bullshit, you've had times where you've got hit sideways or things were stressful, but you still stuck to your schedule and stuck to your plan. Is that what you're saying?
No. I mean, there's times where, we're all human, and there's times where I would literally go on like a binge for like 2 days. I'd eat whatever I want.
Yeah. Was that planned or was that just?
No, it just happened.
Okay.
Sometimes it's a bad relationship with the food you have.
Yeah.
Because you're dieting so hard.
Yeah.
It's just like you're just sick of the same food all the time.
Yeah.
And that's healthy. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay to have those times. We're human.
Yeah.
But it's not letting those days linger.
Yeah.
Become 4 or 5 or 6 days.
Yeah.
And then you really just give up, right? So the main thing is to have that balance. And to have that balance, what I used to do is I have a cheat meal every week. But I had to earn it.
Yeah.
And I'd be excited for it.
Uh-huh.
Or if I'm not competing, I would do it every 2 days every week.
Yeah.
I would have a cheat meal. And I would look forward to that.
Yeah.
I would diet so hard because I have something to look forward to.
Yeah.
And those cheat meals are not bad. They're not always bad because they help the metabolism restart. It's actually good sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you can't lose weight, you have a cheat meal, you lose weight.
Yeah.
It's really ironic how that works. So I would have those, I want to say, pick-me-ups where I have that cheat meal, I look forward to it, so it keeps me on my diet.
Yeah.
It's very important to have a balance. And I would get through that slump, I would put that behind me, the next day is a new day, and I wouldn't dread on it. A lot of people are like, oh, I ate bad today, I'm going to eat bad for the rest of the week.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be like that.
So you're saying that you put like a reward in front of you.
Exactly.
You say, I train hard for 4 or 5 days and I earn a cheat day.
100%.
And while you're training hard, you think about that cheat day and it drives you even more.
Exactly.
So you drive yourself through your rewards.
Exactly.
Yeah, which is something I read about also. With forming your habits, it's something good to do is incentivize it. Like we were talking about American Express in the garage. There's a reason why people get American Express cards and why American Express is so big.
Points.
It's because, they think of traveling when they think of American Express. So it's no longer a credit card. Now it's a travel card.
Exactly.
It's like, I spend money on this card, and then I go on a free trip. So all that's in people's minds is the free trip.
Yeah,
they end up spending and doing the 60,000 points the first month and spending $2,000, $3,000 that they would have never spent. You could have bought a vacation anyways with that money, but instead you got an American Express card. You went and racked it up.
It's all reward, man. I mean, our minds are made to work like that.
Yeah.
Our minds are made to work like, I do this, I get rewarded.
Yeah.
Since you were a kid, your mind is made that way. So whatever it is that you have to do to mentally make it about whatever it is that your reward is.
Yeah.
I tell people all the time, you have to be disciplined. If you're not disciplined, you're just gonna be a regular person.
Yeah.
If you're not disciplined in your work, you're just gonna be the average Joe. You're not making it to the next level. If you're not disciplined and consistent in your diet and training, it's not going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
If you're not disciplined and consistent in your relationships and life and marriage and everything, you're just not going to go anywhere. And sometimes people are like, man, it's so hard to be disciplined.
Yeah.
It's so hard. I'm just like, okay, I understand it is, but it's up to you to make it important. If it's important to you, you're going to make it happen.
Okay.
And I say health is definitely something important because you can't buy that.
Yeah. What's the longest slump you've been in? Have you been in a slump more than 2 days? Have you ever gotten to a moment where you stopped working out for a week, 2 weeks, and you started eating bad, or you kind of fell off? Any time in your life you can remember that?
Man, I'm a big firm believer, if you show up, it's half the battle.
Yeah.
Right? So to answer your question, no. And I'll tell you how.
And how long?
So if I was we all get in that low energy, I mean, especially when you're like working out every day and you're tired and you're like, man, I just want to relax, right? Sleeping and breaks are the most important thing when it comes to training and diet.
Yeah.
You don't grow when you're training. You don't gain muscle when you're training. You gain muscle when you're sleeping.
Yeah.
You gain muscle when you're eating.
Yeah.
You gain muscle actually outside the gym. In the gym, you're tearing up the muscle.
Yeah.
Right? My slumps come where I'm not performing as well in the gym, or I'm not eating as well as I should be eating. But I'm still eating. I'm still at the gym. A lot of people are like, oh, whatever. I'm not working out every day. I'm not gonna go to the gym. It just falls.
Yeah.
Gotta go. Whether if you have a bad workout or not, you're there. It's better than when you're not there.
Yeah.
So I tell people that what helps you with that is just taking breaks. Slumps wise, the gym is my place.
Yeah.
My place to do my thing.
Yeah.
It's my getaway.
Yeah.
And when it's your getaway, you tend to appreciate it more. Right? To get away from work, to get away from the house. It's just your time.
Yeah.
And I don't suggest, I like to train by myself.
Yeah.
Most of the time. I don't, I do train. Sometimes I train with someone if I need an extra push sometimes. But I like to train alone.
Yeah.
Put my music in, and do my thing. So it's really important to me. So I've never gone more than a week without going to the gym. Yeah, there's some times where we would do a deload, where you take a break from dieting and gym for about 4 to 5 days. That's the longest I've ever went.
And that's planned as well.
That's planned.
That's strategic.
That's strategic.
Yeah.
It's not like, I'm not going to the gym. It's strategic.
Yeah.
And what I'm eating during those times is strategic as well.
Yeah.
And that's what it takes. It's a lifestyle, man.
Yeah.
It's a lifestyle. It's nothing that I just do for a day or two.
Yeah.
It's my second job.
It's been a lifestyle for how long?
Since I was young, man. I love to work out. When I really kicked it up a notch, that's when I really started to see the results. And as you get older, your muscles mature, right? You just have that dense look about you.
Yeah.
So the more you train, the easier it is to gain muscle. And the more you learn about dieting, you start to learn as well what works for your body and what doesn't.
Yeah.
What carbs work for your body, what carbs don't. What protein is you digest well.
Yeah.
The chicken and the steaks and all that. And the timing of the meals is very important. And that's that's very complex, but it's to getting that down is what takes you to the next level.
Yeah.
Understanding the timing of your meals, what you should have before you work out, after you work out, in the morning, the amount of carbs, amount of protein, the amount of fats you have to have in your diet, and then how to break that down moving forward. And that's very important.
Yeah, so I'm sure your environment is probably clean too. I mean, because your wife as well works out.
Yeah.
Right? So, I mean, you got a pretty solid environment. You live in Florida now, so you don't have a lot of your friends and family around.
Sunshine State.
You're pretty much, on your own with you and your wife. She works out as well. So, I mean, I bet your house is filled with clean food. It's not like 100%. You open up the cabinet and see chips and candies.
Yeah.
Do you?
They're there.
They are?
They're there for the guests.
They're there for the guests.
For the guests. I mean, sometimes, in the off season, I'll enjoy it.
Yeah.
But I'll calculate it into what I'm eating.
Yeah.
I'll understand. Nothing is done an accident. Everything's done with a purpose.
Yeah.
So, if I'm going to have a bag of chips, I'm not going to have the rice post-workout. I'll have the bag of chips.
Yeah.
And if I want a burger that day, I'm going to keep my carbs low throughout the day, and then I'm going to have a burger.
Okay, so everything's planned.
Everything's planned.
Everything's with purpose.
Everything's with a purpose. I mean, listen, I understand, we want to, everybody wants to live their life, but, if you want to have certain things, you got to sacrifice, man. If you want to have a nice body, you want to look good, you got to sacrifice. It's not going to come easy. It's just not. And people think, this guy does this guy does that. No. It's all about the eating, the training, the discipline. You got pros in bodybuilding or whatever, the amateurs that diet for 4 months straight without having anything, man, to get to the certain point, and they're already in shape.
Yeah.
So the regular person trying to get in shape, there's no excuse, people give themselves excuses when it comes to fitness. Like, I'm fat, or I can't get to that point, or I don't feel good. I don't want to do something. No, go ahead and do it. All mental, man. And then I like to compare it to other things. If you're working, in order for you to eat, you have to produce, you have to work, whatever the case, you got to get paid, right?
Yeah.
You're not going to let nothing get in the way of that.
Yeah.
Same thing with the gym.
Yeah.
Don't let nothing get in the way.
So you have to see it as important as survival.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. If it's important to you. Now, if you're just trying to stay healthy and it's still going to require the same amount of discipline. You know, I mean, that's just the way I think of it, and that's why I think people should think. If I want to be the best at something, I'm going to look at what other people are doing, the best in that industry or whatever the case may be, right? And when it comes to training and dieting, they go hand in hand. The sleeping goes hand in hand with that. The massages that you're getting help you. The water intake is so important. You know, I mean, I drink at least a gallon a day to 2 gallons, sometimes 2.5 during competition season. You know, and I don't drink pop. I try to stay away from that. Fried food I never eat. Blood work, very important when it comes to your overall, you know, your overall health and understanding what's going on inside. You know, a lot of times we feel like, man, I have low energy, not feeling good, something's off, I can't lose weight. Getting blood work 3 times a year, understanding what's going on in your body is crucial.
Yeah.
You know?
So it seems like the biggest thing is you sound like you're extremely disciplined, and you sound like you're extremely dedicated.
Yeah.
Were you more dedicated when you're competing than when regular times, or you're just as dedicated? Does it matter whether you're competing or not?
Of course. When I'm competing, it's a different life.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a big believer in isolation. In order to get what you want, you need to be isolated sometimes.
Yeah, the greatest isolate.
Yeah, and it's so important.
Yeah.
So when I'm in season, I'm at home at nighttime. On the weekends, I'm home eating.
Yeah.
I'm resting. I'm icing. I'm whatever I have to be doing. So during competition season, I'm up. I'm cardio. I'm do my cardio. I'm eating. Finish my meal. Start my day. My bag is with me. My meal bag's with me at all times. I probably eat in the car like 3 times a day.
Yeah.
I go train. Work out hard. Headphones in. No distractions. Leave the gym. Come home. Shower. Do my thing. Next meal. Go to bed. I would do that for 16 weeks.
Yeah.
Then, of course, after the show, you want to go eat. You want to have fun. So then you earn it. You earn your meals, man. And so I eat pizza. I do whatever I want. I do my thing for 3 days, and then I get back on track.
Yeah.
And then off season, I have I make sure I get the amount of good protein in. And of course, I enjoy my life. I'll go out for sushi with my wife.
Yeah.
We'll go out and get a burger here and there.
Yeah.
You need balance, but it's understanding the intake and what you're taking in.
Yeah, you're prepared. When you have a burger, you already know you have.
I know what I'm having that day.
You know what you're going to have before and after.
Exactly.
So I'm hearing a lot of preparation, a lot of dedication.
Yes.
100%. A lot of discipline.
And then competing is not for everybody. So I mean, for most of the people that are going to be watching this podcast are not people that are not competing.
Yeah. So it's like people that I'm surrounded with, like they say health is important. They want to lose weight. Even for me, like I'm talking about myself, I say health is important. I want to lose weight. But I'm not as driven into it for you. Now, I have had days and weeks. I've done meal prep for a week. I've done keto for a month. I've had a trainer for a month. I've done these things and they're successful. It's when I stop doing them, everything else falls apart. Yeah. So for me, what I'm starting to believe for myself is I have to connect it to something of value. Yes. If I pay for meals, I'm going to eat meals. If I pay for a trainer, I'm going to train with the trainer. I'm not going to fuck up because I already invested in this. Exactly. It's sad to say, but where I put my money, I care about,
That's everybody.
Yeah. So maybe I need to put my money back into my fitness because right now I've been trying to do it on my own. I even bought a Peloton in the garage.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And I've been using it, but at the same time, the eating portion isn't there where it should be.
Yeah.
It's on and off in waves. And the more I hear you speak, it seems like it's just a lifestyle for you. Like there is no other choice.
No, there's no other choice. It's a lifestyle. I mean, and it's your environment, man.
Yeah.
You can't let anyone get in your way of your goals. You can't let anyone get in your way of what you're doing. You can't let your friends. I mean, I used to help people. Clients with their diets and their training.
Yeah.
The reason why I stopped usually doing that, I was very selective. Now I'm very selective is because, people don't care. Like you write a diet for them, put so much effort into it, and it's like, oh, their friends call them to go to eat pizza and they're out.
Yeah.
Right? And then you go see them and you're like, what just happened?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I had pizza. I'm like, why are you paying me to help you?
Yeah.
So it's more your environment, the people that are around you. Even when I'm competing, people ask me, "Oh, why are you home?" I'm dining.
Yeah.
They know. You got to make it known.
Yeah.
this is my lifestyle. This is what I do. And don't let nothing get in the way of that.
Yeah.
It's kind of extreme, but that's what it takes.
Yeah.
And then when you reach a certain point, then you can really maintain. But I like to, even the regular lifestyle people, I like to make it seem like they're about to go to a show.
Yeah.
It's to that extreme, you know, to be that extreme, because that's what's going to take them to the next level.
You were saying something earlier, like fake it till you make it, like in a sales job.
Act as if.
Yeah, act as if.
Very
Could you explain
important.
that?
Yeah, acting as if is already having that vision that you've already made it.
Yeah.
Having that vision that you're already on stage at a bodybuilding show and winning. Having that vision that you're the top sales guy at your job.
Yeah.
You know, having the vision that you're the best. And that's important.
When it comes to fitness, it's like
That's
having
important.
the vision that you're already fit.
Yeah, you're
Having the vision that you're already clean.
Yes, having the vision that, oh man, I'm eating clean. I'm gonna look good. Man, in 3 months, I'm gonna look amazing.
Yeah.
Having that vision, like, I'm not gonna cheat on my meal. I'm gonna do my thing. I'm this and that. It's very important to act as if in life in a whole,
Yeah.
because you start to see the future in a way,
Yeah.
and it's very powerful. I mean, a lot of people can't do that, you know, and a lot of people can, but a lot of people really can't. But it's the mindset.
Yeah.
It's the mindset of not letting nothing get in the way of what you want.
Okay.
That's what changed things for me.
Yeah.
Really changed a lot. Not letting nothing get in the way. I'd go to the gym no matter what. I mean, when I got married to my wife, I told her, listen, I'm gonna work out every day.
Yeah.
2 hours out of my days and go to me. The rest is yours.
Yeah.
Is that okay? Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people make that excuse that I just got married.
Yeah.
You know, I can't train. Like, no, man, you gotta go to the gym.
It's important to you. You'll do
It's
it.
important to you to do it, exactly.
Yeah. So, how do you keep in touch with your goals? Do you have any like rituals? Do you have a vision board? How do you know what you're aiming for? How do you keep it in front of you? Do you even keep it in front of you? Like, what's your ritual with that?
I write things down.
Okay.
I don't put nothing in my phone.
Yeah.
Everything I do, everything I envision, I write down.
Okay.
Writing down is very important to me. So I write down my goals for every year.
Just once a year, you write them?
I revisit it. So I write it at the beginning of the year,
Okay.
and then I revisit it. Now,
How
I
often
have
do you
a-
revisit it?
I revisit it at least once a week.
Okay.
I'm a weekly guy.
Yeah.
I like to assess my progress on a weekly basis.
Yeah.
A lot of people like to do it daily,
Yeah.
which is good as well. I just do better on weekly.
Yeah.
I write things down. I make it seem, okay, how did I do this week on this? So I put it basically in a platform where, like, okay, work. Put my goals down for work. What goes down for my personal life. I put my goals down for financially in my
Yeah.
life. And I incorporate them all together, right? And I understand, okay, what I do this week, what can I get better at next week? And I just keep going. I mean, because some days you'll do better at work. You want to do as good as in the gym.
Yeah.
All right, I got to change that. You know, it's just like evaluating yourself
Yeah.
in a way.
So you evaluate yourself weekly.
Weekly.
Yeah.
Weekly.
So as far as like a system's concerned, like if I tell you, so they say it takes 21 to 66 days to form a habit.
Mm-hmm.
I think right now in your life, eating clean and working out is a solidified habit.
Yes.
That's in your life. I mean, you've been doing it for 10, 15, whatever it is, years.
Mm-hmm.
So you're used to it. So for me, Guy, for people listening, like what's like 3 to 5 tips that you would give us? Like right now when you leave, I want to tell you that I want to lose 20 pounds in a month. I don't want to be 8-pack shredded.
Yeah.
I want to have a flat stomach and have good tone. I already have a good chest, good upper body, good arms. I want to shred a little weight, look good in the mirror. That's my only goal. What would you say, like 3 to 5 things that I could do immediately? And how long would it take me to get there?
Well, first is invest in yourself, right? So hire someone to
Okay.
help you,
Yeah.
right? Or do your research.
Yeah, I might hire you.
Yeah, I got
You're
you.
selective. You gotta-
Yeah, I got you. You don't hire me. I'm your boy. So I got you. But you know, it's hiring someone that has that knowledge.
Okay.
I'm a big believer in do what you do best and delegate the rest.
Nice. I like that.
Very important
Yeah.
in life in general, and it make your life so much easier.
Yeah.
A lot of people like to do everything.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. No.
Okay. So number one is get someone to help you.
Get someone to help
Professional.
you. Yes, get someone to help you.
Okay.
Second is your environment.
Yeah.
So anything that's causing you to eat bad, not train, get out of your life.
Give me some examples.
Some examples. When I go grocery shopping,
Yeah.
I don't buy one thing that I know that I'm going to be tempted to eat if I'm dieting.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be in my home. it's not in your home, you're not going to have it.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have to get in your car and drive. And in Michigan, a lot of people are not going to get in their car and drive. So that's one thing. Second is bad influences, man. Surround yourself with people that are go-getters. Surround yourself with people where they're not going to look down on you for dieting.
Yeah.
They're not going to look down on you when you take your meals to places. I used to take my meals to restaurants and eat just to hang out with my friends.
Yeah.
You know, surround yourself with people that are not going to judge you about that. Oh, what are you doing?
That's very ballsy.
Yeah.
Taking your food into a restaurant. Just so you can hang out with your friends.
I did it. I took my food to a bar one time.
Yeah.
I went to hang out with my friends, and they're at a bar, and I went to see them.
Yeah.
And I took my food with me.
Yeah.
I drank water, and I took my food with me.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, what are people going to say? Oh, why is he eating that? Yeah. And?
Yeah.
You know, that's another thing. You can't care what people, at the end of the day, when you get to that point, you're like, oh. When I first started competing, people would tell me, like, oh, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You're really going to diet for this long? You're not going to do well. Like, these guys are all, like, juiced up and this and that. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, you'll see. And that motivated me. Prove yourself right. Don't prove people wrong. That's another thing. Prove yourself right. Don't prove other people wrong. Don't make it about other people. Just make it about you.
Yeah.
So that's huge. Change your environment, like I said. Hire someone that's going to help you. Whether it's a friend, anything, or do your research.
Yeah.
And a lot of people that do their own research.
Yeah.
I'm not like that. I like someone to kind of do it and learn from them.
Yeah. And
apply it to myself, and then me kind of piggyback off that and kind of learn more. And I think those are the biggest things. I think
just those two.
Things. Yeah.
Just find someone to help out with it. That's a professional.
Yeah.
And change your environment.
Change your environment, and and that's key. And have a balance, man.
Yeah.
Have a balance. We all need to enjoy the food. We all need to enjoy food. We all need to enjoy life. So have a balance. Have those 2 cheat meals, 1 cheat meal a week where you look forward to it. Make your food, taste good. Make your food taste good. Change up the proteins and carbs once in a while.
Yeah.
Kind of like, kind of taste something different. But that's really what it takes.
Yeah.
A lot of people are like, oh, it fits my macros. You could be eating a brownie, it'll fit your macros, but doesn't mean it's good for you.
Yeah.
It's not as good as a cup of rice.
Cool.
So those are the main things I think that people need to implement into their life and really take seriously in order for them to see results.
Yeah.
So if they can take anything away, take that.
Yeah. So this show is called ShotCast, and we try to end it with 2 shots of inspiration.
Yeah.
So I could start first while you think of your shot. But if there's one thing you could give the audience to walk away with, what would that be? And for me, just listening to you, as a host of the show and also as a fan in the audience, because this is something that I needed to hear for myself to get me to that next level, which I've been at not at a competing level before, but if you remember, I got to a point where I was shredded, and I looked real good. Had a jar of peanut butter in my car, and the whole 9. I was doing it like you were doing it, and I think I just had a lot more drive at that point. Yeah. But to get to my shot for everybody listening today is if there's one thing I took from Haas here about talking about his journey on mastering his fitness, it's about being organized and planning. From everything he said, he's had a plan throughout the whole thing.
Yes.
He's had his meals prepped throughout the whole thing. He's had his workouts planned throughout the whole thing. When he's hanging out with friends, he's had it planned what he's going to do, how he's going to bring in the food, where he's going to go. His friends all knew throughout the whole thing. So I think it's key. What he said was just creating a master plan to master your fitness, to master your diet, and put it out there for everybody to know, so it's not a surprise and everybody's on the same page as you.
Exactly.
And for me, I have a plan individually. I try to wake up at a certain time and do this. I could tell you that my meals are not prepped throughout the whole week like they used to be. Maybe that's something I could get back to doing. And maybe I could get a trainer and have a plan for that as well. And then start executing on it with more discipline, because it's already planned to a T.
Exactly.
So I guess my shot to you would be, if you're looking to get more healthy and you're looking to be more fit, try to master a plan and succeed at that plan for at least 10 days, 20 days, and then it'll become a habit and a ritual like it has for Haas.
Exactly.
So that's my shot for you.
My shot for the day for this podcast is definitely going to be the thing I live by. All right. That's consistency. Anything you're consistent at, you're going to succeed at. I'm more scared of the person that's consistent than the person that works hard. The person that's consistent is going to win every time. Hands down.
Okay.
So be consistent in your diet. Be consistent in your training. Be consistent in your lifestyle. Be consistent in everything. Because that's going to lead to results.
Mm-hmm.
We train and eat this month for next month. Is results.
Mm-hmm.
You know, delayed gratification.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's key. You're not going to get results right away.
Yeah.
It's going to take time. It may take years. But that's the whole point. That journey
Mm-hmm.
is why we do this. That grind, the struggle, the ups and downs, the sacrifice. It won't mean anything if those are not there. You know what I mean? So I would definitely say enjoy the ride, enjoy the process. Start now, not tomorrow. Start now.
Yeah.
Be dedicated. Don't let nothing get in the way. And be consistent.
Cool. And how long would you say after staying consistent, do you think it'll finally click and it'll just be a habit?
You know, genetics plays a big part.
Yeah.
You know, genetics plays a big part. You know, the way that some people lose weight quick, some people don't. Some people gain weight fast, some people don't. So it's trial and error. In the beginning, it's trial and error. You want to eat certain foods. You want to implement certain workouts, cardio. It's just learning your body, understanding what works for it, what doesn't. Once you get kind of a grasp on that, just keep going. There's no time limit. Don't ever put a time limit on that. You want to kind of just keep doing what you're doing. Mm-hmm. You're going to wake up one morning and look at yourself in the mirror and be like, oh, wow, it's here.
Got it. So you got it from me, plan, have a master plan and execute on it. And then what Haas said his shot was just stay consistent with that plan.
100%.
Which is key. So thanks for being on the show.
Thank you, man.
It's
Cheers.
ShotCast.